Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of I Talk About Random Crap while a Pokemon match plays. In this video, as you guys can tell from the thumbnail, so you already know, I'm going to be playing my Doublade deck that I covered not too long ago, and I'm going to be facing off against Meganium. So this matchup is one that I wanted to highlight because I get hit by two very detrimental cards for this deck. Because the entire strategy around the blade is kind of just holding on to the Aegislash line and then just revealing it for damage. However, I got hit by Reset Stamp and Judge in this match. So that really impacted the deck. And I just wanted to kind of showcase that because that just made this game interesting. But I hope you guys are doing well. TCG news has been actually insane lately. I saw that the Mega Darkrai EX set got a little more revealed. We got to finally read Mega Darkrai, which was cool. On top of that, and I don't even know which freaking order to talk about these in. So I think it was a Kroger. There was a guy who cut in line for a Pokemon vending machine and got shot. And I cannot imagine going to a hospital and telling somebody, "Yeah, I got shot over Pokemon cards." Because like when you really look at it, like when you really think about it in the most blunt way possible, he got shot because he cut in line at a grocery store vending machine that dispenses cardboard with pictures on it. And that's like the only way I could really look at it and just think like that is ridiculous and insane. Scalpers be doing too much. Y'all are assholes. Like I don't. That's the only way I can put it. And it was funny is after I saw this, um, I saw that a couple mattress actresses. That's what we're gonna say. Were opening up One Piece cards, and I'm like, it's only a matter of time before like that becomes like the new thing. Because I've already seen on Twitch there'll be there'll be chicks like sitting in hot tubs like opening up Pokemon packs or they're like flipping through their binder, and I'm like, yep, yep, you guys are geniuses. Because I mean, when you really think about it, like scalpers and people like that, they're obviously they're gonna know a little something something about that lifestyle, the mattress actress stuff. And so the comments were actually killing me. Like there was people like, well, rip One Piece, and more vulgar stuff that I won't get into. And on top of that, and keep in mind, this was all in one day that I saw this. I saw that the guy who got DQ'd from regionals, Firestar, is appealing the call made, which I'm 100% for. But all in all, it has just been a very interesting uh, time for like TCG news and coverage and stuff, which is insane. I had a whole thing ready, and I think I left it in the other room. Things I was going to talk about. Oh gosh, but yeah, it's been like 10 days I think since I've uploaded, so I was like, I need to like do a video. I've just been actually exhausted and just busy, and so like the days that I actually have free time, I've just been using it to rest and just kind of take it easy. But as you can see, my opponent does have Detail Mass Ogerpon and hits me with the Reset Stamp. I got to sneeze. I'm waiting for that to come up. So he gets to draw 6, 5, whatever, and I draw 2. Oh, baby. There it is. Oh, man. Sniz? Yeah. A sniz mid-video. Goodness gracious. Woo. All right. Yeah, so I get hit with a Reset Stamp. That is awful for me. Because now I'm just kind of stuck with a little bit of nothing. I don't have any of the Aegislash line in my hand, so now my damage output is very minimal. I don't even have a Lunatone on the field, so that is just terrible. I do Pokegear into a Lana's Aid. I have to really take a look and see what I kind of want here, and I got to pull something out of my rear end. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm debating, do I want to play the Hilda? Do I want to play the Lana's Aid? How do I want to go about it? Lana's Aid is a fantastic card for this deck because if you lose a Doublade, then you can at least get 120 damage back just because you'll have the Hone Edge and the Doublade there. And I opt to just kind of say, you know what, we're going to take this opportunity to pass. So I'm giving up an extra prize card here and allowing my opponent to set up a little more. I'm in a tight bind. That reset stamp really set me back. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to sneeze again. As we see the Meganium coming down, so we get to see the whole strategy come in. There's 480 damage on my poor Soul Rock. My opponent doesn't have much going on either, so that's where I kind of get lucky. So now I'm going to promote the Doublade, 2 Ignition Energy, Lana's Aid. Really, the only play that I have here is a Lana's Aid for Soul Rock, Lunatone, and a Fighting Energy. That's it. That's all we got. So I gotta hope that I can pull something here. Currently sitting at 60 damage. There's 180. Unfortunately, I didn't get what I wanted, and I can't really bench anything. I don't think it's worth using my Prime Catcher for a KO. And yeah, this is tough. This is a tough one. I could Prime Catcher, take out the Smolid, but then I'm kind of wasting my A spec. If I had like an energy on the field to retreat, maybe I could pick off Meowth, get a couple prizes, but I think I'm just going to go Weaponized Swords for 180. Goodness gracious, man. But yeah, we are officially in like the playoff part of the year. Playoff hockey's hitting. I'm thinking about going to a game coming up Friday, this upcoming Friday whenever I upload this. Basketball is kicking off, and then we got the NFL draft coming, so it's a pretty exciting time for sports. And then I think pre-releases for whatever the next set is that I'm very excited about is next month, because I'm thinking that's the B-Drill set, and I'm very, very excited for B-Drill. That deck has been something that I've been eyeballing like crazy, so much so that I've been hopping on like Limitless and playing like the play testing section. I'll find like a Champions League deck list, and I'll just sit there and just monkey with it and do like several hands with it, because I'm genuinely pumped for it. So yeah, the big component of this deck is Genesect, and he has not been on the field the entire game. So now we're finally getting some stuff kind of built back up here. Got the Metallic Signal, able to grab a couple Evolution Metal Pokemon. Got the Ignition Energy, got all that good stuff sitting there, and I think this is where I start to kind of turn it around. I drew into the Pal Pad. That's what I really wanted here, just because I can get a second Hone Edge out, kind of build up my board a little bit, and I don't have to sacrifice damage. And now we have a free retreat pivoter Pokemon there. My dog just looked at me. My dog is sitting in my lap, and I said the word treat, and he is losing his mind. But I'm able to finish off that Teal Mass Ogerpon and go down to 3 prize cards, kind of tying it up with my opponent, who has some stuff there, but he's going to have to kind of build his board back up just a smidge, which is not too hard with this deck because of the Meganium effect. Pretty much kicking off Teal Mass Ogerpon's damage output way higher. There is a card show coming up this weekend as well, I believe. Unfortunately, there is a card shop that's going to be featured there that I'm not crazy about. So I don't know if I'm going yet. We'll just have to see. What's weird though is we have not seen the stadium come down, and that not that they need it at this point, but it's just weird that we haven't seen the stadium, because that would really be kicking stuff off there. I start getting nervous. That Olive card is that thing is scary. But my opponent pivots into the Psyduck and just kind of leaves it up there for a sacrificial lamb. I have Prime Catcher in hand. I just top decked an Ignition Energy. So I'm going to take this opportunity to pick off this Pheasantipity. I figured my opponent does have 7 cards, but I'd rather not be giving them that 3 free cards, and I can just take the knockout here, knocking out something and getting 2 prize cards. I've got plenty of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve that Hone Edge again. And then I almost attach a Fighting Energy. That was hilarious. I don't remember what I was doing when I was playing this game. I think I was listening to music and I was watching something, but I've gotten to where I'll listen to the band Lead Hands whenever I will play Pokemon. They're very, very good. So right here, I'm just going to Dawn. Figured why not just kind of thin my deck out a little more. And then we're going to take this opportunity to Lunar Cycle. I love the Lunatone Soul Rock combination in this deck just because it allows me to draw out some extra cards, because I am lacking with draw support with the supporter lines. Really, it's about pulling stuff straight out of my deck or recovering stuff from the discard pile. So those 3 cards are very nice. As we see, 300 damage because I revealed 5 Aegis Slash line Pokemon, taking out that Pheasantipity and bringing me down to 1 prize card. Now, unfortunately, I do go down another Ignition Energy, but it's looking pretty good. I have 5 Pokemon in hand, so I got that 300 damage output. Got a Fighting Energy. Life's looking good. Life's looking great. We finally see the Forest of Vitality come down, and then we see the all of EX Pokemon. And right here, I was feeling pretty confident. And then my opponent plays down that Meowth, and I knew that this deck played Judge, just because Judge is really the only other reshuffle supporter that we have. And now I gotta say goodbye to this handful of great stuff, because well, my opponent played Judge, and now I'm going down to 4 cards. But I draw into a Hilda and an Aegislash, and I have a Genesect. Now the main thing here is I just gotta hope somehow, some way they don't pick off both my Doublades. Is that possible? I don't think so. So yeah, I pretty much drew into like exactly what I wanted. The Genesect is going to get me 2 more Pokemon, which is going to be 180 damage, and then Hilda can grab me another Pokemon and the Ignition Energy, so I can just basically win the game there. Now, do I see that right away? No, I do not. No, I do not. But my opponent is going to attach another energy for turn, so now the Teal'c Ogerpon with 2 energy has enough to knock out my Doublade. 120 energy, 120 damage, 120 energy. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? 120 damage, picking off my poor Doublade. And yeah, I literally have game in hand. It just takes me a second to realize it. So, while I'm playing out my Dumassery, I'm going to go ahead and start closing out the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, that's pretty much the best way to let me know you guys want to see some more Pokemon content. Now, I sneezed mid-video, and I'm trying not to sound very nasally because I can't breathe out of my nose. Gotta go blow that sucker. It's allergy season. Great. They were mowing grass today like crazy when I got off work. I still don't know why I'm doing things. I literally have game in hand. I have Hilda. There you go, dork. Alright, but thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'm very excited to be doing some Pokemon content again, but we're going to promote good old Doublade, and we're going to reveal all 4 of my Aegislash to close this one out. Weaponized swords for 240 damage to take down that Meganium deck. You all are freaking-tastic. Stay awesome, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're going to take a look and see if I kept my damage output up here. 10,000 damage. Yep, 10,000 damage. But we both did 1,000 damage to each other, which is insane.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.